Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fascinating journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we uncover the secrets of a truly legendary piece of Australian currency, the 1968 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin. This small silver-colored coin, often forgotten in the corners of drawers and old purses, holds a value that might just surprise you. This 5-cent coin, featuring the elegant profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, was minted in 1968, just 2 years after Australia transitioned to decimal currency in 1966. While millions were produced, what makes this coin a standout is a combination of its age, the circumstances of its production, and the curiosity it sparks among collectors. One thing you'll notice right away: it bears no mint mark. That might seem like a small detail, but for coin collectors and numismatists around the world, that's a huge deal. You see, mint marks usually indicate the location where a coin was produced. The absence of a mint mark on a coin from this period adds a layer of mystery. Where exactly was it made? And more importantly, why doesn't it say? The lack of a mint mark doesn't just make it interesting, it makes it rare. And in the world of collectible coins, rarity equals value. This is not just any coin. It is a coin that many believe to be part of a small and special run. Some theories suggest a limited batch was minted for testing or transitional purposes. Whatever the reason, the result is the same. Collectors want it, and they're willing to pay for it. It's not just the rarity that adds value. The condition of the coin also plays a crucial role. Pristine examples, those that have been carefully preserved, perhaps never even circulated, are the true treasures. These can fetch truly impressive prices at auction and from private collectors. And yes, some of these coins have been sold for hundreds of dollars, even reaching values as high as $2,000 in top condition. Imagine finding one of these coins in your childhood coin collection or hidden away in an old piggy bank. That's not just finding pocket change, that's finding a small fortune. It's stories like these that keep the collector's world alive with excitement and wonder. You might ask, why would someone pay thousands for a coin that was once worth just 5 cents? The answer is simple: passion, history, and investment. This coin is more than just metal. It's a piece of Australia's past. It represents the early days of decimal currency. It carries with it the image of a young Queen Elizabeth II, a symbol of an era that is now etched into history. The coin also reflects a turning point in Australia's economic and cultural development. Decimalisation was a major event, a modernization of the country's monetary system. Coins like the 1968 5-cent are relics of that transformation, tangible links to a moment that changed the nation forever. And there's another angle: the thrill of the hunt. Coin collectors around the world are constantly on the lookout for rare finds like this. Owning a 1968 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin is like holding a rare piece of a puzzle that millions are trying to complete. That's what drives the value even higher. So yes, make no mistake, this coin is valuable. Not just monetarily, but culturally and historically. And if you have one in excellent condition, you might be sitting on a collector's dream. That single coin could become the star of someone's numismatic collection, or your own. Collectors love the 1968 5-cent coin not just for its rarity but also for its beauty. The reverse design features the echidna, one of Australia's most beloved native animals. It's more than a design, it's a celebration of Australia's unique wildlife, adding even more charm to this treasured piece. Now, here's the best part: you don't have to be a seasoned coin dealer to recognize its worth. Anyone can stumble upon one of these coins, in a coin jar, a relative's drawer, or even in circulation if you're incredibly lucky. That's why it's always worth checking every 5-cent coin you come across. Imagine turning your loose change into serious money. That's the magic of coin collecting. A small, humble coin from 1968, once used to buy a newspaper or a piece of candy, could now be worth thousands, and it could be in your possession right now without you even knowing. So don't overlook your old coins. Don't underestimate their story. The 1968 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin is proof that value can come from the most unexpected places. This coin may be small, but its impact is massive in the world of rare collectibles. To all the collectors out there, keep hunting. To those who are new to this world, welcome. There's mystery, history, and real value waiting to be discovered, and the 1968 5-cent coin is one of its shining examples. Ladies and gentlemen, check your change, explore your drawers, and dive into your coin collections. Who knows? You might just find this little silver gem and unlock a hidden treasure worth up to $5,000. Stay curious, stay passionate, and remember, every coin has a story. This one could be yours. Next up, the 1969 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin, without a mint mark. It's time to take a closer look at this fascinating coin, explore its potential, and understand why it may be far more valuable than you ever imagined. The 5-cent coin issued in 1969 carries the image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin, and features the iconic echidna on the reverse. At first glance, it might appear as just another coin from Australia's decimal era, but beneath the surface, it tells a deeper story, a story of rarity, endurance, and growing collector demand. What sets the 1969 edition apart is its clean, no mint mark appearance. That may seem like a minor detail, but to seasoned collectors, it's a crucial sign of distinction. The coin was minted at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, and unlike some other nations where multiple mints use distinct marks, Australian coins from this era often appear without mint marks. That said, this lack of a mint mark for 1,969 coins makes it part of a specific and focused production, adding to its identity. This coin came just 3 years after the decimal currency was officially introduced in 1966. Australia was transitioning its economy, updating its coinage system, and reimagining its monetary future. In this time of change, the 5-cent coin represented stability, a foundational part of the new decimal lineup. That means every surviving coin from that transitional decade is a physical witness to a historic transformation. The 1969 5-cent coin was produced in significant numbers, but what makes individual coins valuable today is not just their age, but their condition and their place in history. Collectors are always on the lookout for pieces from the early decimal years that remain in uncirculated or near pristine condition. These high-grade specimens hold the most promise for future value. Right now, the 1969 no-mint mark Elizabeth II 5-cent coin is beginning to turn heads. Coin collectors are recognizing its historical placement and appreciating how few well-preserved examples remain in circulation. While circulated coins may bring in modest prices, the top-end uncirculated versions are currently selling for as much as $3,000 to $5,000 depending on the grade and the buyer's interest. In special cases with certification and flawless presentation, the price can go even higher. But the real question is, what about the future? Can this coin become more valuable as time goes on? The answer is a confident yes. As more collectors enter the market, and as older coins vanish from circulation or become damaged over time, the number of high-quality examples drops. This scarcity is exactly what drives prices upward. Experts predict that in the coming decades, especially with increased global interest in Australian coinage, this coin could reach values of $1,000 or more in exceptional condition. The appeal of the 1969 5-cent coin lies in its perfect balance. Not too rare to be unknown, but not too common to be overlooked. It sits in a sweet spot for collectors looking for historical value and long-term potential. And for that reason, it's becoming a favorite among those building serious decimal coin collections. What's truly exciting is that many people may already have this coin without realizing it. It could be resting in a forgotten coin jar, tucked away in an old wallet, or passed down from a parent or grandparent. It's a perfect example of hidden value. A coin with the potential to be worth hundreds, maybe even thousands, if recognized and preserved properly. Think of it this way. Every time you check your change, you're not just counting coins, you're holding history. You could be one moment away from discovering a coin that will become a prized possession, a conversation starter, or even an investment that grows more valuable with each passing year. We are living in a time where collectibles are becoming more than hobbies, they're becoming assets. And coins like the 1969 Elizabeth II 5-cent piece are gaining the attention of a new generation of investors. These are people who see beyond face value and recognize cultural and historical richness. That's where real value is found. Let's not forget the artistic and national pride these coins carry. The Queen's portrait, regal and youthful, connects Australia to a wider Commonwealth legacy, while the echidna design reminds us of the country's unique and precious wildlife. These aren't just coins, they are symbols of identity, resilience, and tradition. So if you're holding a 1969 5-cent coin, consider it more than just change. Consider it a collector's item. Consider it a small but powerful part of your country's heritage. And more importantly, consider it a door to financial opportunity. If not now, then in the future. Preserving these coins is simple. Store them in a cool, dry place, protect them from scratches, and avoid excessive handling. With proper care, their value won't just remain, it will grow. And one day, what you once held as spare change could become a highly sought-after treasure. To all the collectors, the curious, and the treasure hunters out there, keep looking, keep learning, and keep believing in the value of these little metal marvels. The 1969 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin is more than just a coin. It's a journey, a time capsule, and a rising star in the world of numismatics. Next up, the 1973 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin with no mint mark. At first glance, it might look like just another everyday piece of currency, but trust me, this small coin hides a legacy, a rising demand, and a surprising value that could change the way you look at your spare change forever. The 1973 5-cent coin was minted in a time of economic adjustment and national growth in Australia. It was a time when Australia had fully embraced decimal currency, and new coinage was being released in smooth, refined designs. This particular 5-cent coin bears the beautiful effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a portrait that has become iconic in Commonwealth coinage. The reverse carries the charming image of the echidna, a creature found nowhere else on Earth, proudly stamped into Australian identity. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. Produced at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, the 1973 version carries no mint mark, like many standard issues of the time. But that doesn't mean it's common. On the contrary, the total mintage that year was relatively low compared to surrounding years, and when you combine that with the wear and tear of daily circulation, high-quality examples are getting harder and harder to find. This coin was never designed to be rare, but that's exactly what makes it so valuable. It's a coin born from routine, which over time has become anything but routine. As the years go by, collectors and investors alike have begun to notice just how few uncirculated 1973 5-cent coins are still available. Demand has grown steadily, and interest is only continuing to rise. Thousands of collectors around Australia and beyond are actively seeking out this coin. From professional numismatists to beginner collectors just getting started, the 1973 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin has made its way onto wish lists, watch lists, and collector goals across the board. It's become a treasure that's quietly building momentum in the background. What's driving this demand is not only scarcity but also the natural aging of coins. As coins from this era become more difficult to find in mint state, collectors are paying close attention. The market is speaking, and what it's saying is clear. This coin is a sleeper hit. Coins like this often see a sharp rise in value once awareness spreads and collectors scramble to secure a piece of the past. The current market value for a circulated 1973 5-cent coin may appear modest at first glance. You might see prices ranging from $500 to $2,000 depending on the condition. But here's where things get exciting. When you find this coin in an uncirculated, lustrous, or proof-like condition, the value skyrockets. We're talking up to $4,000 or even more in premium grades certified by top grading agencies. And this is just the beginning. Experts believe that as time goes on and fewer high-grade examples remain in circulation, the maximum value of this coin could reach well beyond $6,000 to $10,000 in the right market. This is not just speculation. This is a pattern we've seen time and again in the coin world. Rarity plus historical context equals rising value. Let's not forget the importance of context here. The early 1970s was a defining decade for Australia. The country was transitioning economically, evolving socially, and strengthening its national identity. Coins like the 1973 5-cent piece are artifacts from that transformation. They carry with them the weight of history and a connection to a time that is quickly fading into the pages of the past. This coin isn't just valuable because of metal or numbers, it's valuable because of meaning. It represents a country finding its voice in a modern world. It reminds us of the power of change and the resilience of everyday objects that outlast their expected lifetimes. And what makes this story even better is that you could be holding this treasure right now and not even realize it. That small coin hiding in your collection, sitting in a family coin jar, or left forgotten in an old wallet could be the very one collectors are eager to find. So if you come across the 1973 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin with no mint mark, don't treat it like a leftover. Treat it like the gem it is. Store it safely. Get it graded if it looks pristine. Because the market is ready and the value is real. In today's age, collectibles aren't just for fun, they're smart. Coins like this are being passed down, gifted, and even sold as long-term investments. They are historical documents in metal form, compact yet powerful in what they represent. They're more than money, they're stories, memories, and milestones. To all of you watching, let this be your inspiration. Whether you're a collector, a treasure hunter, or someone who just enjoys the thrill of finding something valuable where no one else was looking, the 1973 5-cent coin is your opportunity. It is not just worth keeping. It is worth celebrating. Ladies and gentlemen, don't overlook the ordinary. Because sometimes, it's the quietest coins that carry the loudest value. The 1973 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin is not only valuable today, it's building a legacy that could make it one of the most sought-after pieces in years to come. Keep looking, keep collecting, and remember, real treasure is closer than you think.